Hey guys, today I'll be teaching you guys how to make a planet in Photoshop, or I should say a basic planet for some beginners. It's actually pretty easy, and the outcome is actually really cool. Break you into like the old space thing. It's a lot of fun, and you can make some really awesome art pieces with it. So, excuse me. Go ahead and open up a new document. I just have mine, just a basic Photoshop size. I just have it, 7 by 5. It's the default Photoshop size, and I made my pixels per inch 300 pixels an inch to give it that crisp resolution. All right, so once you have your document ready and open, let's go ahead and make a new layer. So right down here, bottom right hand corner, boom, new layer. And let's go ahead and name this space. Now once you have your first layer renamed, down here is your color swatches. If let's say it's a different color like red, and you want to get back to the basics, black and white, just go ahead and hit D on your keyboard, and that switches your color swatches down here back to black and white. So now that we have our black color, go ahead and click on the paint bucket tool. Shortcut is G, and with the space layer selected, we're just gonna click on our space layer, and there we go. Now it is black like space. Now make a new layer, and we'll call this one our planet. All right, now we have our planet layer. Now you can go ahead and pause the video here. Just go onto Google and type in, some planet texture, excuse me. Any texture you want, land texture, grass texture, anything. Doesn't really matter what it is, but go ahead and pause the video now. Just search for any texture you want and bring it back into Photoshop. All right. Now that you have your texture, again, doesn't really matter what it is. I just typed in blue textures and I got like this marble looking design. It's actually kind of cool. All right, so go ahead and resize it so it takes up a nice chunk of your document. Excuse me, man. And go ahead and click your marquee tool. It's right above or right below, excuse me, the arrow tool. Shortcut for the marquee tool is M. So go ahead and click that. And on the anywhere on your texture, you just want to hold down Shift and Option, and by doing this, you draw out a circle straight from the middle, so you can resize it. It's like a perfect circle, which is nice. So just go ahead and open up that circle to about the rough size, top to bottom, or I should say a good portion of your texture. Now with your marquee or your circle going on right there, go ahead and go to Select and then Inverse. Now what that does is it selects everything outside of the circle that you just made. And by doing that, now we have our planet right there in the middle. So go ahead and hit Delete on your keyboard, and there we go. We have our circle planet. Now go ahead and hit Command D. That deselects everything on the page. There we go. Now we have a nice looking circle. Now go back to your planet layer over here. It's still selected, of course. And on the little thumbnail over here, go ahead and hit Command and then click on your mouse pad or your mouse, and that selects everything inside that layer, which in this case is only the planet. So now with our planet selected, you want to go up to Filter, go down to Distort, and then click on Spherize. Now doing this, it's going to give the planet a nice rounded shape like you would actually looking at a planet. So move it all the way to the right, so we got that nice little bubble action going on, and just hit OK. Boom, there we go. Now we have our awesome looking planet. Again, to deselect, you want to hit Command D, and there we go. We got a planet, folks. Alright, So to go to start adding some nice little cool features to it, you want to double click on the layer right over here, in an open space, and that brings up the layer styles. Now we always want a little outer glow to resemble like an atmosphere. So go ahead down here and click on outer glow. And we can change the color, to anything you want. I usually choose a nice blue because more often than not, that's what an atmosphere, looks like up from outer space. So let's see where I'm at. Let's go. Yeah, let's do that. So a quick, nice little reference that I always use when I tell people the color choice that I do have. I always go by the RGB down here. So my red is 62, my green is 198, and my blue is 249, or the color key down here is 3EC6F9. Again, it's just a different shade of blue. So there we go. Now, screen is selected, our opacity is there. Let's just leave it at 75, that's cool. Now with this, you can, move it in and out, the size of the outer glow, the nice little glow on the outside or around the planet. You want to keep the spread basically at 0, so it doesn't get all chunky around the edges. When it does that, it just becomes super, I should say, not smooth, but smooth, but not the look we're looking for a planet. So let's go to a nice size. Let's say 29 is good. So after we have our outer glow done, let's move on up here to inner glow. There we go, inner glow is selected. Again, with the colors, let's do a nice shade of blue, or what could it be? Like a light blue between white, blue, whatever. Let's go. There we go. All right, and let's change our blending mode to normal. You can bump the opacity up to 100. Now go down to the elements thing and go to the size of your inner glow, and you can move it in and out. Let's just keep it at let's do 51. 51 should give your planet a nice little glow around it, and let's see. No, let's keep it at 50. Just the basic. Alright, and just go ahead and click OK. And there you have, you guys, a nice little planet. You got the outer glow, you got your atmosphere going on, and then also you have some inner glow action. Awesome. So now we have our planet. Now if you wanted to add like a shadow or something, you can go ahead and duplicate your planet just by Command J. That duplicates your layer. Let's go down here, or you don't have to go down there. On your planet copy, two-finger click or right-click and go to Clear Layer Style. Now we just have our circle planet. Now let's go up to Edit. Oh, excuse me. Before we do that, Command-click on your planet copy. Remember that selects everything inside the planet. Or I should say everything inside the layer, which is our planet. So you want to go up to Edit and then Fill. Now doing this, anything that's selected with the marching ants will get filled with the color, whatever it may be. So let's just do black. Hit OK. There we go. Now hit Command D to deselect it. Now we've got a nice little planet going on, or I should say a nice little circle. Now let's go to Filter, Blur, and Gaussian Blur. Go ahead and click on that. Gaussian Blur gives a nice rounded blur to virtually anything. It's really cool for shadows, usually a bunch of other cool tricks and stuff, which will be posted later on in some other tutorials that I'll be doing. But let's go with, let's move it up to that's too much. Let's do, for the heck of it, let's do 40. Your radius is 40, so as you can tell over here, it really spreads out the the shadow up in here. You see that? All right, so go ahead and click OK. Boom. Now we have our. Let's go ahead and rename this to shadow. All right, so your planet copy is now named to shadow, and now with this selected, you can virtually move it around anywhere. If you want to have your planet, pushed off into the corner, that always makes for a nice cool effect. If you want to make it a little larger, you can go ahead and push it off in the corner, and then you can bring the shadow up a little bit more, and in that case you want to make it a little larger. Okay. So yeah, folks, there you have it. That's basically a beginner's guide to making a planet. I'll do another video with more advanced techniques on how to build a planet in space in Photoshop. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'm looking forward to doing some more videos to help you guys out. Alright, thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a nice day. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever it may be, feel free to ask down below, and or I should say, comment. And I'll certainly be willing to help you guys out. Alright, thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys next time.